Hi, in today's video I'm going to show you how to fully automate your Google Calendar with all the tools included and make all of them work. I know that some of you, after you've made the booking tool work, when it comes to the delete tool or the rescheduling tool, you usually get a lot of errors and you can't manage to make them work. In this tutorial I'm going to show you the full automation and how to make everything work, and I'm also going to walk you through some of the steps that people are usually missing and why their configurations aren't working. So I hope you're going to learn something, and if you're a company that wants an automation done or you want an audit to actually know what's possible to do for you and your business in today's age, feel free to reach out to us. So let's dive into it. So I'm going to show you how to make all of the functionality to the Google Calendar work with your AI. So the first things we're going to do is just to create a workflow in n8n. You can name your workflow whatever you like or see fitting. So the first step is to add a trigger. For this tutorial, we're going to add an on-chat message trigger. When we add an on-chat message trigger, it allows us to write to an AI and give it commands. So now what we want to do is to insert an AI, and this is our AI agent. The next thing we want to do is to choose a brain so that it actually can operate. For this tutorial, I'm going to choose the OpenAI LLM. Next, you want a simple memory. A simple memory is actually required so that your agent remembers your messages. So, and here comes the fun part, the actual automation. What we want to do is we want to insert all the Google tools to it. So the first thing we're going to do is the first tool is the Google Calendar. What we want to do here is, it's an event. The next step is a create functionality. The second thing you want to do, or the third thing actually, is just to choose your calendar that you want to work on. And so for the required parts, the start and end date, we're just going to choose the model to define the parameters. And then we want another tool, calendar. And here we want to have the delete function. So we're going to choose the right calendar, and then for the ID event, we're going to let the AI decide it as well. And here we're just going to add all of the tools. This one will be a get many. Same thing here, choose the calendar, and here you'll leave it as it, like, and here we'll just make the model define it. So actually one of the things we want here when we are creating an event, we want also to be able to see the title. The title, it's this one, the summary field. So just have that one and let the model define the parameters there as well. So next step is calendar. And so for this one, we actually want it to update or to reschedule and things like that. We're gonna let the model define this field as well. And here's where the tricky parts actually get, because now we want it, we want to give the model the functionality to check all availability. And this is where some people get it wrong or get a bit confused. So in the resources, on the resource field, instead of event, like all the other ones, we're going to have calendar. And then just the same thing there. choose the same calendar for all of the tools, and let the model define these parameters. And this is basically it. So now when you have all of these set, you're basically done. So, but it won't really work yet because we have missed a part, and that part is, so here on the agent, we want to add an option, and the option is the system message. And so in the system message, this is where we're going to prompt our AI. I already have a prompt. I'm just going to insert here, and we're going to go over it a little bit. So one important thing that you have to set is this little code right here. This tells the AI what date it is right now, as you can see in the right field here. And when it comes to prompting your AI, why this is so crucial is because in your prompting, you're going to define how your agent is actually using the tools and what the agent is for. And you can also, like, the better your prompts are, the better your agent's gonna work. And if your agent doesn't work as you want it to work, it's usually something in a prompt that has gone wrong, or you need to adjust it and define it correctly. If you want a tutorial on how to prompt your agents correctly, or how to become a prompt engineer, drop a comment in the comment section, let me know, and I will create a video on that as well. For now, you can just go over here, copy it all as it is, and then we can get on, and then we can start working. So in my prompt, what I've done is the names of all the tools, I haven't really set them as they are. So we're going to right click on a tool, and we're going to rename the fields. So this one is gonna, we're gonna call it appointment, rename it, and we're going to do the same thing to all of them. Delete an event in Google Calendar. Rename the get many event is get appointment, and for the update tool, we're just gonna name it update appointment. And for check availability, we're gonna leave it as is, because here in my agent, in my prompts, when I've defined it and defined the tools, I've actually named them as they are named here. So you will have to make sure to check that the right name is selected and is prompted in the agent as well. So now when we have all of this set, now this is where the magic actually begins. So this is the calendar that I've set for it. So in my agent, we can make it like this, so you can all see how it's working. So today is the 29th of October, and I'm gonna tell it to book a meeting for tomorrow and name it meeting with Sarah. And so why it hasn't created a meeting for tomorrow yet is because it wants us to define a specific time for the meeting tomorrow so it can check its availability. So we're gonna say 2 p.m. So the agent is actually smart enough to know what's missing and when it needs to book things, and it will ask you for it as well. So now you can see we've created a meeting. So we're gonna create a few more meetings. Create an appointment for 31st of October. Name it meeting with John. And it's going to ask us the same thing as well. We can say 3 p.m. And you can see the agent working. Everything works correctly. And here we have the meeting. To try and trick it, we're gonna set up a few more appointments. So we named one book a meeting, the other one appointment, and this one create an event for the 31st October at 5 p.m. Name it meeting with Jack. Now the agent is working and running. And here it does the meeting. So now what we want to do is we want to see if all the other tools are working. So what appointments do I have this week? I want to see if it actually can get us all the appointments, and here they are. Meeting with Sarah for tomorrow, and then the other ones. So, and here comes the fun part, the delete action that usually is quite messy to set up. Why it's actually messy to set up is because you haven't prompted your agent well enough, or you haven't actually gotten to this point where you have made your AI access the tool where you can actually check the calendar. Because if it can't check the calendar, then it doesn't really know where it lies and it can't delete it. So, delete the meeting with John. John is here at 3 p.m. Now it has deleted the meeting with John. Okay. So that's basically it. It was a fast tutorial and you don't need much more to make it work. If you have any questions or if you have any errors that you don't know how to handle, leave a message and I will try to get back to you as soon as possible. So thank you for watching and I will see you in the next one.